Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly reading for October 1st through the 7th. As always, this is going to be a quick little general reading for the week ahead, and I'm going to pull one card on the topic of love. If you want a more detailed love reading, I'm going to be doing the October love reading for Cancer in the next day or two. So if you haven't already subscribe to the channel, hit notification, and you'll get a notice when the love reading is up for Cancer. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up. Here's your Monday, Tuesday, Cancer. Your Wednesday, Thursday. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And a card for love. Love, love, love. Here's your love card. Alrighty. So, Monday, Tuesday for Cancer. We have the Lover's card. Alright, so we pulled one card for love, but here's the Lover's card. Lover's card, guys, yeah, I mean, there's going to be something romantic happening for some of you. But a lot of the times, this card has to do with choices. And I feel for some of you, there's some person or some situation that has been downright unhealthy for you. Like, whatever this stress this person is causing you or the situation has been causing you, for some of you, it's been making you physically ill. So, it's like not agreeing with you. It's getting in the way. So some of you are having to make decisions about what or who to cut out or what kind of boundaries to set. Some of you are dealing with the more traditional aspects of this card, which was going to be like temptation. So like maybe you're with someone, you already have a partner, but you're feeling really intense chemistry with someone else, and you're being tempted, and you have somebody from the past coming back and trying to like have another chance with you. So some of you are like really reevaluating your relationship and trying to figure out, am I going to give this person a chance or not? Some of you may be single and you have somebody coming back from the past or meeting somebody new in the beginning of the week, and you're having to decide, will I give this person a chance or not? Some of you are just really coming into like that romantic energy. Like you're feeling like you got hit with Cupid's arrow, but there might not be anybody specific just yet. But understand and know if you're getting like that lovey-dovey feeling or that romantic feeling, especially as we're coming into the fall and like we start coming into that season and the air is changing and the trees begin changing, and it just feels different. Like we begin feeling the fall season coming in. Sometimes people like that puts them in a romantic mood. It's funny, people have different seasons that affect them in that way, and so some of you Cancers may be feeling it here in the fall season. Like you might be in the mood for love, and go with it because that's going to help you to manifest. For those of you who are trying to manifest that. Let's check out our Wednesday, Thursday. We have 9 of Cups. So this is like things going well for you. This is like feeling really good, feeling very like complete. And the thing about 9 of Cups, even though the Cup cards have to do with emotions, the 9 of Cup cards also indicate that things financially are going well too, or that they're about to. 9 of Cups can be a card about like your wishes coming true, the things that you had hoped for are actually happening. But overall, you're feeling fulfilled in some way, and it's a personal like success. So, there's ways that sometimes where a relationship is fulfilling to us, or we feel fulfilled in being with a person. But this is something that your heart is very happy, emotionally you're really happy, but it's more so something that you've brought on for yourself or you've kind of done on your own. So some of you are having a chance of something that you're very, very proud of. And some of you may feel like what you have is yours, like you worked for it, you earned it, and you might not be in a hurry to share it. Some of you, like you're just kind of enjoying having this time to enjoy what you've brought in or what you've called in. Some of you are feeling really good, really, really good about yourselves. Some of you are starting to plan some kind of big trip or big vacation. Maybe you're not going to go right now, but you may be booking something like for advance, like down the line. Like you may be booking a vacation, some of you for like 4 or 6 months out, and it's going to become like this big thing where there's this whole countdown and you're really excited, and it's something that you're just like building up to. But some of you may begin planning this or booking this in the middle of the week, and something is happening here. It's kind of like a pretty significant game changer moment for you in your life when you actually end up going on this trip. So you're not going in the middle of the week, but there's some kind of planning or preparing for it. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Cancer. You have 9 of Swords. So maybe what it is after some of you who've booked this trip, maybe you're like, oh my God, what did I do? Am I getting too ahead of myself? Or like, I don't even know what's going to happen next week, and I'm making these plans for so far out. Am I going to have enough money? Am I still going to have a job? Like, did I get too crazy? Did I treat myself too much? So some of you may have those kinds of worries going on or coming up in the end of the week. Some of you are just feeling anxiety over this decision or this choice that you're having to make, and you're really scared about making the wrong decision. So in that sense, or in that situation, you're really going to have to do some meditation. You're going to have to be doing some prayer. You're going to have to be going inward and trying to figure it out. It may also be a good time to just get the advice of somebody you trust. You can book a private personal reading. I'm more than happy to do that for you, or help you out there. But overall, this is just something that with 9 of Swords, when it comes up, the message here is that even though you may be worrying about very possible things, like the scenarios that you're concerned about are realistic and they could happen, a lot of the times there are things that aren't gonna happen, or they might not happen. So it's like you're losing sleep, you're losing rest, you're worrying yourself out for things that may not even end up happening. What's more is if you keep focusing on that, you begin calling in that energy. So if you keep worrying that this might happen, what if this happens, you end up calling that into your life. So this card wants you to know that whatever kind of worries you have, whatever problems you're anticipating, take whatever steps you can to be proactive to keep those things from happening. And then whatever you can't do, it's not in your power, you have to surrender it. You have to give it up to your higher power. You have to give it to the universe. And you have to get some rest, because otherwise you're making yourself crazy. And you may be calling in this bad situation for yourself, which doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be so. I mean, look, Cancer, you've got this really high feeling, and then you're coming down in this roller coaster, coming down low. And the negative ego will do that. When we're making progress and when things are getting better for us, the negative ego will do that. It'll come in and it'll start telling us how, we can't be that lucky, or there's no way things are going to work out for us, or, things are going to go wrong, or we're going to make the wrong decision. The negative ego is a jerk like that sometimes. So you have to adjust your thinking, right? You've worked really hard to get to here to this feeling. Allow yourself to enjoy being there without coming into this fear, this unnecessary worry. Your love card is Temperance. So this is being balanced, right? So some of you are feeling really good, and you might make a decision midweek that later on you're freaking out about, right? And it might be coming into your love life as well, where you're just feeling man, I'm being too impulsive, or I'm making some decision here about my love life, and I'm being too impulsive, and I don't know how to move forward. And so the Temperance card is telling you gotta be balanced, and you gotta be patient, right? Everything's not gonna work itself out overnight. Some things are gonna take time, and some things are gonna reveal themselves over time. You may be getting to know someone, or you may be in a relationship, or you may be finally putting yourself out there and trying to meet someone, and things may not be moving forward as quickly as you would like. And this is saying you got to be balanced and you got to be patient. The interesting thing here is you could have gotten a lot of other cards here, but you got a major arcana card. So this means that there's some major significant, in my opinion, some major significant soulmate situation happening. So some of you have like this unfinished business with a person, and this is saying that, okay, this is a major like crossroads situation. There's more here to this. Be patient. It will be revealed. The truth will come out. Light will come into the situation. For some of you, you're dealing with a person where your energies are very, very like, you guys might be complete opposites, and there's a lot of benefits to that. There could be a lot of positives to being with someone very different from you, because when done correctly, you guys can be a really strong couple that balances one another out. And again, temperance is about that balance. So you're just gonna have to be accepting of what is instead of trying to change it, right? Like, you know, fire has its benefits and water has its benefits. And there might be things about fire that you don't like, but there might be things about fire that you really do like. So you have to just accept that it's going to have its good and its bad, or water, or whatever, what have you. And you may be dealing with this with a person. Like, you have to ask yourself, am I really being very demanding in this situation? Am I asking this person to make changes that if they were to make these changes, am I like changing this person's identity? Would making those changes essentially take away things about them that I really do like? Am I trying to alter this person in some way? Or am I altering myself too much? Am I editing myself too much to make somebody else happy or to fit in with a relationship? Like, are you really being you, or are you like shape-shifting here to try to make yourself feel secure with somebody else? So there's a lot to consider here. There's a lot to consider here, Cancer, with this relationship and being balanced and giving things time to grow. I think for some of you, you're frustrated because you're dealing with a person where there's a lot of potential, and you thought that maybe by now things would have moved forward, and they're just not moving forward as quickly as you would like. And your angels and guides are asking you to stop for a second and remind yourself how long you've been with them, because for some of you it's still fairly soon, and to remind yourself of what has happened since you've met this person. This person is showing you signs of being serious, and there has been growth in the relationship, and there have been steps taken forward. And so you're just being asked to be real about that, to realize that, to bring your attention to that, and to not completely and totally have this all or nothing thinking and, you know, take what good has happened and completely and totally just toss it out and throw it out because it's not where you want it to be exactly just yet. Don't forget about the progress that has happened. Make sense? So this is a general reading. This is not going to be 100% for every single one of you. Check out your moon sign and rising sign. That's going to give you guys some more information for some of you. It's going to maybe help make things make more sense or give you a few more little details that you can work with. But we're going to pull your soul homework card. We're going to pull another card here to see what your angels and guides want you to work on this week, to keep your mind on, like to consider, to work towards, to do. All right, for our Cancer friends here, what is going on here for our Cancer friends? What message do your angels and guides have for you? What do they want you to work on? What do they want you to remember as you go through the week of October 1st through the 7th? And I'm using the Energy Oracle this week for the Soul Homework cards. These cards here are the Arcanum Tarot. Arcanum Tarot. Alright. So here we are. Pulling a Soul Homework card. We have envy, Cancer. We have envy. So this is going to be different for different ones of you. Some of you are the object of the envy. People are looking at you and they're being very jealous of you because they do see, especially those of you who are here, right? They might be like seeing the positive changes happening in your life, and they might not be happy for you. They may not be cheering you on. Some of you might have people that are giving you these little backhanded compliments, which is like an insult wrapped in a compliment. Like at first you think they're saying something nice, and you think about it, you go, oh, well, wait a minute, wow, that was harsh, or what did they mean by that? Some of you are dealing with that cattiness. Some of you are dealing with that pettiness. When this happens, please understand and please know that there's nothing wrong with you. It's not because you don't deserve to be happy. It's not because you're not good enough. It's just that these people are very afraid for themselves in their life, and they may feel like there's not enough resources for everyone. They're forgetting that the universe is an abundant place. So when they see you getting yours, they feel like there's less for them, and they're afraid, and they're reacting out of fear. It's not because they don't feel that you deserve it. It's just they're afraid that there's not going to be success for them. For other ones of you, you might be having to check your own envy, right? Some of you have made some really significant changes and progress in your life, but then you're comparing yourself to like your cousin or your friend or your neighbor or someone or something you're seeing on TV, or like some crazy rap video where they have like these really extravagant lives, and you're feeling like, man, like my life is crap, or I don't care what I've accomplished. I haven't done anything because I'm not at this higher level. Again, for those of you who are in that energy, life is not a competition, guys. It's not a race. And those of you who are envying somebody's relationship, like you might be looking at somebody and saying, man, like they seem so happy, they seem so in love. I can tell you as a reader, as someone that has people come to me for readings very often, and sometimes people I know well, right? Like you'll see all kinds of things on Facebook, right? But then somebody opens up to you and you're like, man, damn, you guys have some problems. But you don't know that. You don't see that because you just see like the happy thing that people are putting out there. There are some people we know, we have our friends on social media that they get really out there and they put some really personal stuff, and you're like, damn, like this is not your diary. Why are you putting this stuff out there? Like some people are like painfully or awkwardly very open about their life and like how unhappy that they are. But most people will tend to put like that happier face up there. And you see them and you might feel really bad about yourself, and you might feel like they have this better life. Like they're enjoying these vacations and they're enjoying these relationships and they're enjoying these successes. Meanwhile, here I am with my very boring, very simple life. Well, you're just seeing their life through the editing that they're putting it through and what they're putting it out there for you to see. You don't know what's happening behind closed doors. So your angels and guides are wanting you to remember that, and to remember that nobody has that complete and total perfection. So don't beat yourself up. Don't feel like you have to compete with these people. And I'm telling you, especially when it comes to relationships, like, I anything anybody comes and tells me, it's confidential. But I've just always been that person, even before I did readings, where people will come to me and they will tell me their problems. And sometimes it's somebody you look at and you might think that, wow, like they have it so together. You have no idea what other people are going through. Just because they're not showing it, it doesn't mean that they're having this perfect life. Sometimes the people who seem the strongest or the most successful are the ones that are really struggling or having the hardest time, because they're working so hard, like, white knuckling to hold on to what they have and to get to where they are. It's not as easy or as effortless as it may appear to you and I, who have no idea how hard they're struggling to be at where they're at. So, and again, all that smoke is coming over here and kind of giving us confirmation of that. So envy is coming up to think about, guys. Again, check out your moon sign and your rising sign. For some of you, that's going to give you more information. And reach out to me, guys. Reach out to me. Let me know if you want a private reading. I have private readings starting as low as $5. That's like less than a frappuccino. Or like, you know, a fast food run. I just try to give options, and I try to offer affordable options, because I know some people really need the guidance, and I know money can be tight. Believe me, I understand that. So try to work with everybody, and you can email me at AmethystAngelLight@gmail.com, or you can reach out to me on social media, on Facebook or Instagram at AmethystAngelLight. Just go ahead and message me. Let me know if you want a private reading. And also on the social media, I do a free card every single day. I do like a daily card that I pull with a daily message. I do a daily pick a card. And a lot of people have been finding those very helpful throughout the week. So if you haven't already liked my Facebook page or followed me on Instagram, please go ahead and do that. And I'm more than happy to, you know, continue providing as much free help as I can in that way. And you know, guys, just I hope this resonates. I hope it helps. I'm really trying to help. But check those out. And those of you helping me out and supporting me on Patreon, thank you so much. I'm trying to get the weekly readings out, and then this weekend I will have a video for you guys, for my Patreon patrons, to continue our tarot lessons. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, thank you for watching. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for, you know, following me on social media in whatever way that you're here. Thank you for being here. And I just hope that this helps, guys. And I hope that you have a good week ahead, Cancer. Till next week, my friends.